Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the KSUIF podcast. I am your host, Matt Ackerman, and with me is my co-host,
Michael Tekeski.
Yes, that is Michael Tekeski, and we are both digital media production majors. I apologize for the first episode, in a way. There were a lot of kinks we had to work out.
Yeah, you should be sorry. You're the host.
I know. That was my fault, and it's a big problem. One of them I want to address is, what is DMP? We're digital media production majors. That's a major at Kent State University that focuses on film production, TV production, and just any form of production in film, and all of that good stuff. And also, I sound a whole lot better. That's because the mic is facing the right way.
We checked levels before this.
We checked levels, and I'm not going to be looking back at the computer to check those levels, but that's just what I want you to know.
We're professionals here.
Yes. And this episode is going to be very interesting because Oscar nominations have finally been released since the first podcast, and we want to go over the nominations and who do we think we will win. And the first...
Who do we think we will win?
Who we think will win?
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win Best Picture, Lead Actor, and Animated Short because I am, however, the best animated person.
I think I'm gonna win Best Foreign Film.
I didn't put that one down because I didn't see any foreign film, so I didn't want to just like do whatever. But if you have yours,
Oh no, yeah. So just to preface this, I mean, mine are all just guesses. I have not done any research. I've looked at the list and just picked who I think is gonna win.
Yeah,
that's it.
My is not more of an educated guess. It's actually research. I did watch the trailers or clips of some of these films. Not all of them because I couldn't get through every single one. But I definitely have an idea of who I think is well deserving of the thing that they were nominated for. So without further ado, let's start with the most controversial one.
No, wait. I think we should save that for last.
Oh, I was just going to say, we're going to talk about visual effects.
Oh, that? Oh, okay, yeah.
We're not going to do visual effects first. But let's save
I think we should save Best Picture for last. It's just like
we
the
should.
Oscars.
Yeah, we should save Best Picture for last. So let's go with Lead Actor.
Lead Actor, okay.
So for Lead Actor, we have Christian Bale in Vice, Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, Willem Dafoe in At Eternity's Gate, Rami Malek, I'm probably saying that wrong, in Bohemian Rhapsody, and...
I think that was right.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen. I'm so sorry. In Green Book. And I thought the best person off this list was Rami.
Me too.
Really? Yeah.
I think he's gonna win it.
He's got to win. He really. When the way that I judge this is if I'm looking at an actor, and they're playing a character, if I see the character more than I see the actor, or the actors too.
Well, it's not even like he was playing a character. He was portraying
somebody. That's true. So, like, if he looked like the person that he's playing, then absolutely. If I can see, okay, he's Freddie Mercury, then he's Freddie Mercury. So I definitely think that he...
But that's another reason why I think Christian Bale was my second choice.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, like, I looked at Christian Bale, and I said, that's Christian Bale.
Really?
Yeah, like, because I
haven't seen him and what he looks like.
There's parts in Vice where, like, he's not, like, full-on Dick Cheney. And when he's full-on Dick Cheney, absolutely. But, like, Christian Bale is a method actor, a very big method actor, and he will, like, form his body to whatever he needs to do. So he made himself big for this. But, I just chose Rami because he's really good at it. I looked at him like, I know this isn't Freddie Mercury, but it's a damn good Freddie Mercury.
True.
Yeah.
That is very true.
So then that goes on to Lead Actress, and I'm so sorry about pronouncing this first name.
I'm glad we got through that one very quickly.
Yeah, well, we're going to get through some of these pretty quick. Lead Actress. We have Yalitza Aparicio in Roma, Glenn Close in The Wife, Olivia Colman in The Favorite, Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born, and Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me? I chose Lady Gaga.
I did not choose Lady Gaga.
Really?
No, I went with... wait, how'd you say her name? She's in Roma.
Oh, Yalitza?
Yeah, Yalitza. I went with her just because, I don't know. I think Roma. I haven't seen Roma, but knowing the Academy, they're gonna pick a lot more.
Well,
like original stuff.
I don't know.
A Star Is Born has been redone like how many times now?
It's been done like 4 times.
Yeah. So I mean.
But like it's the better iteration because before that they had wasn't Meryl Streep who played in the last A Star Is Born? It was someone. They had the same person playing each A Star Is Born. But I'm also I'm a little bit worried for some of these foreign films because some of them aren't able to make the. Well, they can still win the award, but they won't be able to make the thing because I know Roma is a foreign film, and one of the actors couldn't get a visa to come into the United States to attend the award show. So hopefully, that doesn't impede on their.
But I just think like, I don't know. I just feel like that's who they're gonna pick. Is like.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But I chose Lady Gaga because she's not a bad actress, and she definitely plays her character well. Again, like if I'm looking at this and I think if they're playing the character that they're supposed to be playing, and I see the character, that's great. Granted, I haven't seen much of Lady Gaga. The only thing I've seen her in is American Horror Story.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, you know, I it was fine. Lady Gaga is pretty good at what she does. But yeah, I just chose Lady Gaga. I think she could win. If she wins an Oscar, that would be pretty good for her career, honestly.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty amazing. But my second one was Glenn Close. Just
mine was Olivia.
So we totally had different ideas.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we go on to director, and for that we have Spike Lee for BlacKkKlansman. Oh wow, Paul Polikowski for Cold War, Yorgos Lanthimos, I'm probably saying all of these wrong, I apologize, for The Favorite, Alfonso Cuarón for Roma, and Adam McKay for Vice.
Who did I pick? Oh, yep, I picked Alfonso.
You picked Alfonso? I picked Spike Lee.
Yeah, I was considering picking him, but it was either him or the director of Cold War.
Don't do that.
Sorry. I'm tapping the table, by the way. If that comes up on the mic.
I know that there was laughter a while ago. We are not being recorded in a live studio audience, sadly. We're just sharing an office room and the door is a little bit too thin. But if you hear laughter, that's just outside noise. They're not technically laughing at us. I wish they were, but sadly no. But
they're laughing with us.
Yeah, but anyway, I chose Spike Lee for BlacKkKlansman because he's
a good director.
He's a really good director.
He's good.
Except for Old Boy. But again, for Old Boy,
that's all right, though.
He was not passionate about that. I think he just did it because he wanted to, or because I don't know. But BlacKkKlansman is a pretty good film. They got Topher Grace to play David Duke. They got him to play racist, but I don't know how you would sell that to him. Okay, and on to Best Animated Feature. We had Incredibles 2 by Brad Bird, Isle of Dogs by Wes Anderson, Mirai by Mamoru Hosoda, and Ralph Breaks the Internet by Rich Moore and Phil Johnson, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse by Bob Persichetti. I really hate this. Peter Ramsey and Rodney Rothman.
Yeah. So I, of course, I went with Spider-Man.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know. I really don't want Ralph Breaks the Internet to win.
I really don't want to either. It's not that good of a film. The only thing that's interesting about Ralph Breaks the Internet is just, I'm sure the writing is good. The writing is very good. But, like, the only thing that's interesting about it is, like, there's a lot of pop culture references and
yeah, it's fan service. It's like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
But I really wanted my second choice was Isle of Dogs.
Isle of Dogs is really good. Wes Anderson is good at what he does.
Yeah.
I give Wes Anderson a lot of props for everything that he can do. But yeah, Spider-Man was and my second choice was Incredibles 2 because I like the environment in Incredibles 2. They definitely give you that feeling of like it's a comic like superhero story, but it's not at the same time.
But I if anything, I hope Isle of Dogs wins.
Yeah. If Isle of Dogs wins, absolutely. I would definitely give that but like I like all these. I just don't want Ralph Breaks the Internet to win.
I haven't seen that other one though.
Mirai?
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I'm going to look it up real fast.
Okay.
You completely skipped the supporting actor and actresses.
Oh, I totally forgot to put those in there. But who did you pick for the supporting actresses?
Actress, I went with where is it? Basically another actress from Roma again.
I think
Marina
I chose...
di Tavera.
Okay. I think I chose for that list because I kind of messed up with lead actress and supporting actress when I was copying it in. But I think I chose Amy Adams from Vice. Because like I mean like I looked at everybody else and they were really good, and again looking at if they can play the character correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't see the person playing it as the person who's doing it. She was the closest to doing that.
There's actually, for supporting actress, there's 2 from The Favorite.
Yeah, there was Emma Stone and
Rachel Weisz.
Yeah, Rachel Weisz. So
yeah, I thought that was interesting that they had two people from the same movie.
Yeah, I'm
in that category.
Well, I mean, there is. No, yeah, that is interesting. I don't know. Well, it was a movie that is well deserving of some of a few things here. And what about supporting actor?
I went with Sam Elliott from A Star Is Born.
Sam Elliott, absolutely.
He is fantastic.
Anything that Sam Elliott is in, whether it's even in Ghost Rider, okay, because he was in Ghost Rider, perfect. He was in The Big Lebowski, perfect. Sam Elliott, he's just got the voice, like he's got the style, and he works well with it.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely give that to Sam Elliott.
He can act too, because
he can act. He's great.
Like if you look at his his past performances, like right now he's in The Ranch, which is on Netflix.
Oh yeah, The Ranch.
And he plays a completely different character from like what you see of him playing a character on Parks and Rec, because he's in that a few times, and The Big Lebowski. Like he has such a good range.
Yeah, but he's always the guy that's like, I want him to narrate everything that I do in life.
Oh yeah,
just for it. But yeah, okay. And now we're on to animated shorts. So we had Animal Behavior by Allison Snowden and David Fine. We have Bao. I think it's Bao from Domi Shi. Late Afternoon by Luis Bagnol. One Small Step by Andrew Chesworth and Bobby Bontillas. And Weekends by Trevor Jimenez, I think. I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
Glad you pronounced it that way. I was saying Jimenez.
Jimenez. I was about to say that, but I think it's just based off that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We apologize so badly for these. I chose One Small Step.
No way. Me too.
Dude, yes. Okay, oh my god.
No, I just guessed. I didn't see any of these.
Okay,
I just was like,
this one was the only one that was available on YouTube to watch fully.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I watched this the other day, and it's just so beautiful.
Is it?
It's so beautiful. It's emotional. It really tugs. It's like, oh god, the story is so. I cried at this, really? And I was vocal about it. Like I was watching this, I was like, are they gonna do that? Oh no, they did it. And like the whole
Maybe
premise
I have
of it.
seen this.
Yeah, the whole premise is if you haven't seen it, it's on
trailer.
YouTube. You can look it up. One Small Step. It's I forget what the company who did it is called.
It's Taiko Studios.
Yeah, it's Taiko. The animation style is great because it works the same way that it does Into the Spider-Verse does, where it's like it looks like 2D animation but it's 3D. And it works so well. And it's just it's kind of a, I don't know what it is.
It's like a paper cut style of animation.
Yeah, and it's kind of like but the story is also kind of a coming to age sort of thing, where like follow your dreams and all that.
I'm actually watching it right now.
You're watching it right now?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have it on mute just so I can see it. And you know what? After not seeing any of them, I think I'm okay with picking this.
Yeah, I mean I was looking at all these and like which one best describes whatever. I liked Animal Behavior, but like the voice acting was really good. It felt like a cartoon that I would watch on TV, and that's good. But that's really good. And all of these, like, they all have their own thing. Bao we saw before, like Incredibles 2, and it was a good short. Even though I didn't get it right away, the animation is really cute. Everything's good. Late Afternoon, that was the one about an old woman goes through some journals and relives her life through these stories, and that one was pretty good too, because the animation was great and it flows well. And I like that. And it was all good. But One Small Step definitely takes it because it's just so beautiful. And if it doesn't win, I might cry
flip
again.
a table.
I'll flip the entire table. I'll flip a building if I have to. It's good.
Yeah, I like it. I'm watching it. I definitely like it. It's not that long too. It's 7 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's a perfect length to watch. It's not too long, it's not too short, and it gives you the story you need like right away. And the ending is very nice. It's very sweet. And yeah. Okay, so are you still watching that, or do you want to go on to
I am, but I'm just going to let it run, and I'm going to flip back and forth because I still have my list up.
Yeah, so we can come back to these and talk to these later on. We're just going to go through adapted screenplay. So for adapted screenplay, we have The Ballad of Buster Scruggs by Joel Coen and Ethan Coen, the Coen brothers. Black Klansman by Charlie Wachtel, David Rabowitz. I'm so sorry about all of these. Kevin Wilmot and Spike Lee. Can You Ever Forgive Me by Nicole Holofcener, Jeff Whitty. And then we have If Beale Street Could Talk by Barry Jenkins, and A Star Is Born by Eric Roth, Bradley Cooper, and Will Fetters. Now, what did you choose?
I chose Black Klansman.
I chose If Beale Street Could Talk. Because
Really?
Yeah, it's a really great, like, the story is this woman is trying to prove the innocence of her husband, I think it's her husband, while carrying their child. And it's just a very emotional type of story where, you know, she's trying to get the woman or the man that she loves out of prison or out of jail, and like her family is trying to be supportive of her, but at the same time there's like, because they had a child. Oh no, it's her boyfriend, because they had this child before they were married, or they had sex before they were married, so it's kind of like out of sin. But it's very emotional and it's very good, and this movie, not to spoil anything, but it wins another pick from me later on, but we'll get to that. And you chose Black Klansman.
I did. I didn't know it was adapted. Well, no, it was based on a true story.
It was based on, yeah.
That's true. That's right. But I don't know. I just went with it just because my second choice was going to be The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, because I did watch that on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be like a set of different stories.
Yeah.
Because when I watched it, like I saw the first I watched the preview, and then I was like, you know what, I'll give this a shot. I'll watch it. And when it started as like a different set of stories, some of them were good and I liked, but then some of them were like lost my attention.
Yeah.
And I couldn't focus through it.
I put Black Klansman down as my easy second. I even put that in parentheses, easy second, because it's a great film. It's like at moments it's funny, but it gives you like some messages, so it definitely works. Okay, and then we have original screenplay. So for that we have The Favorite by Deborah Davis, Tony McNamara, First Reformed by Paul Schrader, Green Book by Nick Vallelonga, Brian Curie, and Peter Farrelly, Roma by Alfonso Cuarón, and Vice by Adam McKay. Now,
Can I say mine first?
Yeah, just say yours.
I went with The Favorite.
You went with The Favorite?
Only because my list gives a lot to Roma.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
You
just kind of push it up. So Roma would be your easy second for this, probably.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think that'd be my second.
The Favorite was my easy second. My first was Vice, because I do like that little political commentary, but it's not, too. It's based off real people, but but in a way it's kind of this fictional story that kind of gives its own perspective of things. But yeah, I liked Vice, and that's what I hope that would win. Okay, then moving on to cinematography, we had Cold War by Lucas Zal, The Favorite by Robbie Ryan, Never Look Away by Caleb Deschanel, Roma by Alfonso Cuarón, A Star Is Born by Matthew Lebatic. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing your name. I got this list off of Variety.com, and that's the list that we're going by. So if you want to follow along and copy and paste that, you can go to their list and make your decisions. But for this one, I chose The Favorite.
For cinematography?
Yeah.
I went with Roma.
You went with, of course you went with Roma. When I was watching The Favorite, I was like, there's a lot of space, and they move the camera smoothly to what they need to do. And the way that they position this is to give it some sort of, because like the best cinematography is to make sure that you're giving people the right like stature. So if you want someone that looks like that they're powerful, you want to like film them from down below to like you're looking up to them, and they're looking down on you like you're less of them. And this does it very well, while also giving it that feel of like I'm watching some movie that was remastered from like the 60s. Cuz like that probably goes more into color editing. But it works hand in hand with it. I definitely give it that. Best live action short film. My favorite one. We have Detainment by Vincent Lambe.
You just missed the documentary.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't seen many documentaries.
I mean, yeah, I haven't watched any of these.
I know.
I still guessed.
I know, but I didn't want to make a guess on some things that I know I haven't really fully seen.
Look,
but
it's not like we're betting on these, all right?
We might. We don't know. We could be betting on these. How much you want to bet for FOV? But anyway, let's go to the documentary. What did you choose?
Oh, I chose Of Fathers and Sons.
Of Fathers and Sons. What's that one about?
I have no idea.
You just kind of picked and chose.
I told you. That's what I did.
Oh no. Oh, whatever.
Here, I'll look it up. And, but yeah, I don't know. I just went with that one because it sounded like a type of war story. Honestly, let me find it.
I just didn't watch any documentary because I don't know. Did they put any documentaries in theaters, or was it mostly just on streaming services this year or last year?
I don't know.
Because I don't know that there was like any documentary that was in theaters. I know that there were a lot of them on Netflix, so these might just be Netflix originals. But I don't know. I haven't seen any documentaries. I think I do want to see a little bit more of documentaries in the future, but I just couldn't. Anyway.
Yeah, so it is about someone. God, I really don't want to butcher this name.
Well, then just say their first name.
Talal, I believe it is.
Oh.
His returns to his homeland where he gains the trust of a radical Islamic family, sharing the family's daily life through the lens of his camera provides an extremely rare insight into what it means to grow up in an Islamic caliphate.
That is pretty compelling. I would watch that. Okay.
That's why it sounded, well, when I saw the name, I was just thinking of like this feels like it would be something like hard hitting because it's
right.
Just based off like fathers and sons, like
right. Yeah.
I don't know. I was
and
thinking
like whatever
kind of
gives it through the lens. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to live action short. We have Detainment by Vincent Lambe, FOB by Jeremy Comte.
You missed Short Doc.
Did I miss Short Doc?
Yeah, there's Short
How many documentaries were there, man?
Well, based on this list, there was feature and then there was short subject.
Oh my god. Well, okay, what'd you choose?
Period. End of sentence.
Period?
Yeah,
that's it?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about, but I picked it.
Well, let's
I like the name of it, honestly. It was either that or A Night at the Garden.
A Night at the Garden?
Honestly, all these short subject docs have great names.
Well, of course.
Black Sheep, Endgame,
Lifeboat.
But I really liked Period.
It's like Life, but with a boat.
Look, I really picked these off of the title.
I just kind of didn't want to pick because I felt like whatever documentary was going to win.
You don't care about documentaries.
Well, yeah, because I'm not a documentary kind of guy. I don't hate documentaries. It's just they're not my style. And more power to you if you want to create a documentary. I'm not saying don't make a documentary. All I'm saying is I'm just not interested in documentaries. And if you can win this Oscar based off just your passion for this topic, congratulations and more power to you in the future. It's just not my cup of tea. But anyway, is it best live action short now?
What?
Is it best live action short film now?
Oh, yeah. We can go on to that.
Okay, so Detainment by Vincent Lambe, FOB by Jeremy Comte.
I'm very distracted right now.
God, Margaret by Marianne Farley, Mother by Rodrigo Sorogoyen, and Skin by Guy Nativ.
I picked Mother.
I picked FOB.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Father.
No. It's close, but no, not really. FOB is just a good thing. I saw this at the Cleveland Film Festival last year, and it just blew me away with how far they were willing to go with this story. It's a Canadian French film.
Oh, I changed mine then to that.
What, you changed it to Fav?
You know what? No, I'm gonna keep with Mother, just so there's some difference here between our lists.
You can choose what you want.
No, yeah, and I'm choosing Mother.
God, but Fav is such a good film. It's about these two kids and they're playing a game and something eventually goes wrong. I don't want to spoil it. It's just that good.
It's just that good.
It's just that good.
Where can we watch it?
It's a film festival thing. I don't know if it'll be released yet, and I don't know where it will be released. But if it is, it might be on Amazon Prime, or it might just be on whatever. It's not out yet, but because I only saw it at the Cleveland Film Festival.
So it's still in festivals.
It's probably still in festivals, but if it wins this award, then God, it should be available to buy somewhere. I would absolutely buy a short film.
There is a trailer of it on Vimeo.
There is a trailer of it on Vimeo. Give it a look. If the style appeals to you, then give it a watch whenever you're able to give it your time of day to view, because I think it's definitely worth it. Okay, best foreign language film. I didn't choose anything for this, but I know what you chose.
Oh yeah, what's that? What do you think I chose? Huh?
I think you chose Shoplifters from Japan.
Wrong. I chose Roma.
I know you did.
What if I just completely threw a curve and was like, no, I picked Never Look Away.
Never Look Away. Yeah, Cold War. That also got nominated for.
I don't know.
What did that get nominated?
Oh, I should have picked Cold War.
Cold War got nominated for Best Director, so that's good for them, and also cinematography. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I mean, I would give Cold War that thing. I just haven't seen it, so I didn't want to
look. I just think Roma's gonna win a lot of stuff because it's on Netflix, right?
Is it on Netflix?
I'm pretty sure.
Roma's on Netflix?
I'm pretty sure. It's black and white. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Well, okay.
That's why I think it's gonna win a lot because
it's on Netflix and everyone else had the most views. Okay, I understand that.
And just based on the trailer, the very brief trailer I watched of it when it was on Netflix, it looked stunning. But it wasn't. Maybe I'll watch it tonight just to fully justify why I'm picking it so many times to win stuff.
Well, that's fair.
But yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, that's fair. Then okay, I guess you chose Roma. I kind of just chose whatever.
Okay, good job. Good pick. I think it's gonna win.
You think it's gonna win? You think Roma's gonna win?
No, I think your pick's gonna win.
You think my pick's gonna win?
Yeah.
I chose Cold War. All
right, you gotta stick with it now.
Okay,
can't
go
back.
Cold War from Poland, and Roma's from Mexico. So that's actually probably If anyone won one of those wins, congratulations to them. But we don't know yet.
Yeah,
that's
like
next month.
This.
Yeah, they're gonna listen to this. Like, hey, we're sorry for butchering your names. I hope you win.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Okay, so now we have some film editing. And for those one, we have Black Klansman, and it was Barry Alexander Brown. Bohemian Rhapsody by John Ottman. Green Book, Patrick J. Don Vito. That's a long name. The Favorite by Yorgos Mavropasaridis. I'm so sorry.
No, that was great. That was good.
I tried. And then we have Vice with Hank Corwin. Now, what did you choose?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
You chose Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes,
that
I
one
did.
Was my second.
What?
I gave Black Klansman my first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess that would have been my second too.
Black Klansman.
I did see, based on the trailer, it looked good.
Yeah, but also, the trailers, like, the people who...
Yeah, they cut them differently.
Yeah, they cut them differently. But by the way that it was shown, I think they definitely knew what they were doing.
I really got to watch Black Klansman.
Yeah. I think...
Also, update... So, hold on. Before we continue, update. I did watch 8th grade.
You did watch 8th grade.
And it made me so uncomfortable all the way through.
Because it reminded you of...
It reminded me of somewhat of the stuff that I was like in 8th grade in middle school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, it was very cringy. But it was still good.
It was still good, which is good. If it's good, good job, Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham. But yeah, I understand why Bohemian Rhapsody, because Bohemian Rhapsody was also very good.
Yeah.
And like, I want to say film editing, but like, they edited the film to definitely give it that feel of it being the 80s, and that was so close to it.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want to.
I think, well, that's like a whole nother category, I guess you could call it, if like
color, lighting, and all that. Or
well, yeah.
Or just, I don't know, production design maybe, but They didn't win that, or they didn't get nominated for that one.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. For sound editing, there's Black Panther. We have Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma.
Guess what I picked?
You picked Roma.
No, I picked First Man.
You picked First Man?
I did, because I think First Man, if it's the film I'm thinking of, it is. It's the movie about going to space.
The movie about going to space?
Yes, Neil Armstrong. I picked it only because, like, if they can pull off, if they did it right, and they pulled off what it actually would sound like to be in a rocket,
Yeah.
go to space, if they could pull all of that off, it definitely deserves it. If they can pull off the realism.
I gave mine to A Quiet Place.
That was my second choice.
Yeah, because A Quiet Place, that's the most important part about the film, is you got to make sure that the sounds work with what you're seeing, because you're mostly just going to be seeing Foley.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they had a whole lot of fun.
I didn't even
doing
think
that.
about that.
Yeah, they probably had a whole lot of fun doing Foley for that. Or not fun, but like they had to do a whole lot of Foley for it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So,
Completely forgot.
But I forgot to give the names for these people. But for yours, you chose First Man. That's Eiling Lee and Mildred Latru Morgan. And for A Quiet Place, it was Ethan Van der Ven and Eric Adal. Which, okay. And then with that, we go on to sound mixing. And for that, there was Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, Roma, and A Star is Born.
I picked Bohemian Rhapsody.
You picked Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
I wanted to pick Bohemian Rhapsody because I was rewatching the what was it? They were doing the concert. It's something Aid. Life Aid.
Oh,
or something
yeah.
Like they were doing that concert, and I was like, okay, if I'm looking at this and it looks like I'm watching them live, I'm hearing a Queen song live, then it works. But like,
that's why I picked it.
yeah, and it does work. And like, there's the crowd, but like they were playing in the biggest, like they were playing in their most like
sold out show.
Most sold out show ever. Like that's the most anyone has ever sold out a show. They were playing in something stadium, Wilmington Stadium or something like that. But like, the crowd could have been a little bit louder for the most part, but I know that they wanted you to just hear the song, and it was really good. They definitely, I think it was like kind of an original cover, but I don't quote me on that. I think that was good. But I chose A Star is Born because I liked it. I
think my second choice was going to be Black Panther, but I don't know, because I feel like you gotta give it to, like, whoever wins sound editing, it's gotta win sound mixing too, right?
Well, most of it, yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, like, they go hand in hand.
Well, sound editing you can do. I don't know what Foley follows under sound editing or sound, if it follows under sound mixing, but if not, I would probably have to switch my. I don't know. I can't switch mine. But I still want to give.
I'm not changing mine.
I still want to give it to A Quiet Place, because most of these, they were both not, like, a lot of these were nominated for the same thing. But A Star is Born and A Quiet Place just both got one nomination. They didn't get sound for both. So like Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, and Roma both got their nominations for sound editing and sound mixing. But A Quiet Place, I don't know. I still want to give mine to A Star is Born because I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm keeping with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Okay, and now we have production design. So there's Black Panther, First Man, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, and Roma.
I picked, for production design, Stand Back. All right? I can tell you're
grasping
ready.
the table. I am looking straight into your eyes.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
You ready? Black Panther.
Of what?
Yeah, Black Panther.
Oh. Well, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, come on.
You're right. Okay, yeah, Black Panther definitely. That's a close second for me.
It had a lot of vibrant colors that I didn't really expect. To be honest.
They really did mix this whole tribal and like modern age technology thing.
And it was cool.
They mixed it very well. But I gave mine to The Favorite because they did really well with their Victorian-esque style like settings and like costumes. But that's a different one.
You know what my second guess was?
Huh?
Or my second guess is Mary Poppins Returns.
Really?
Yeah.
I see that. That was a good one.
Because I think, from what I know, is that they went back to that animation sequence mix with live and 2D animation.
Yeah.
They went back to that, and that's cool.
That is very cool. So, yeah, that works. Okay, and then we have original score. We have Black Klansman, Black Panther, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, and Mary Poppins Returns.
Black Panther, again.
You went with Black Panther?
Yeah, I listened to that soundtrack for Black Panther so many times.
Now, are you listening to, like, the
soundtrack and the score? I've listened to a lot of the score.
Because, like, this is mostly just on the score who produced the score. And we had Ludwig Göransson for the score.
Yes.
I really like Marvel and, like, how they can do their score, even if like there's no memorable like score that you can like just go from, like maybe like for Captain America and the Avengers and like all of that. But
I think what did it for me with Black Panther is the violin sections that were written for some of the like one of the scenes was when T'Challa went to the tree of past Black Panthers.
Right, yeah.
Like that, the score in that scene alone was like I remember, I can think of it right now.
Yeah.
Like it's good. Like I liked it a lot.
It's like if there's a part where the score just kind of hits you and it gives you that like, wow, this is really good, then absolutely take me away. But I chose If Beale Street Could Talk because the music that was just in the trailer alone was emotional because it's like piano, like soft piano, heavy piano. Like it's just, it fits very well and I enjoy it so much. Okay, and then we move on to original song from there. So for this one we had All the Stars, and that one was from Black Panther by Kendrick Lamar and Za. I think I'm pronouncing Za right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll Fight from RBG by Diane Warren and Jennifer Hudson. The Place Where All the Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns by Mark Shyman and Scott Whitman. Shallow from A Star Is Born by Lady Gaga, Mark Ronson, and Anthony Rosamando. Oh, no, and Andrew Wyatt and Benjamin Rice. So we had 5 writers for that one.
Yeah.
And When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs by David Rawlings and Gillian Welch.
That's a funny song.
That is a very funny song.
That's a good one. But not my pick.
What'd you choose?
Shallow.
I did as well.
It's such a good song.
I know, it's so good. Like I enjoy it. Like I don't have any problem with any of these songs on the list. I enjoyed I really like All the Stars too.
I think that one's gonna win.
Yeah, that might win because it's more. Well, I don't know. We have Lady Gaga, and they also had more writers, so maybe.
But like, All the Stars, I think is gonna win only because it's been out longer.
Yeah, but I really want Shallow to win.
Yeah.
Like if Shallow wins, I have no problem with that. If All the Stars win, I'll be a little bit disappointed, but I'm glad that it won because it's still a good song.
Yeah, I haven't heard the other ones other than When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings.
I'll Fight is the it's the Ruth Bader Ginsburg thing, and it's I don't know what to describe that movie as, but it's a pretty one. It's just more of like I have my independence and I will fight for that independence sort of thing. And then there's I still didn't listen to The Place Where All the Lost Things Go, but I don't know because last year
was that in the trailer?
Maybe I don't.
If it was, I think I've heard a little bit of it.
I might have heard it. I just don't remember it. But Shallow from A Star Is Born, absolutely.
I do. It's gonna be hard because All the Stars, I know probably has a lot more like it's probably all the Stars is probably gonna be the fan favorite. But Shallow might be the Oscar winning choice.
Maybe, yeah, it might be. But oh well.
Oh well. That's it. Just
Oh well. If it wins, whatever. I mean, it's not my pick, but
sometimes original song and score are like the hardest ones for me to pick.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of I've dabbled in listening to score from a lot of things that I've watched. But oh well. And then makeup and hair, we have Border, Mary Queen of Scots, and Vice. A very short list.
I went with Vice.
Me too, because while I still saw some of the actors through the costume, they definitely did make it work.
And again, that's why I picked Vice, because it's like that's a hard thing to do, to make someone look like someone else.
Yeah,
I'm actually surprised Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't on that list.
I'm very surprised too, because oh my god, like he looks just like Freddie Mercury. I would have definitely chose that if it worked, but
they had to
Vice,
give him like fake teeth to put in his mouth.
Yeah, and like Vice is the closest I can get. I saw the trailer for Border and Mary Queen of Scots, and like I used the whole like if I see the actor through the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I don't even know some of these actors. What do they look like? Border was very heavy in face makeup, definitely. And Mary Queen of Scots, it was kind of the same as.
I bet Border's gonna win though.
It might win. It's a pretty compelling story in its own thing. But if it does win, congratulations. I want Vice to win.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have costume design. So for costume design, there's The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and it was done by Mary Zophres. Black Panther by Ruth E. Carter. The Favorite by Sandy Powell. Mary Poppins Returns by Sandy Powell. And
wow, 2 nominations.
So if she wins both, absolutely. Mary Queen of Scots by Alexandra Byrne.
I went with Mary Poppins Returns.
Well, I went with The Favorite.
Of course you did.
I
figured you would, just based on what you've been saying.
I really am impressed by the Victorian style that they went with. Like, it looks very good.
Yeah,
like,
and that's another hard thing to pull off is, like calling back to that type of time and making it come back and make it look real and believable.
And my second choice for this was Black Panther.
Yeah,
because
I was considering that one.
I really enjoyed how because again, bringing back like the mix of tribal and modernism.
Yeah,
like beautiful. Like it looks wonderful. But I gave that to The Favorite. And you chose Mary Poppins. I chose The Favorite. Sandy Powell.
I know.
So if Sandy Powell wins, like
good for her.
Good for her. Yeah,
she's good.
And then, you didn't do Best Picture yet, but the last on the list we have visual effects. And for that, we have Avengers Infinity War, Christopher Robin, First Man, Ready Player One, and Solo: A Star Wars Story.
Pass.
You pass?
Those...
They're
so hard.
Very good. And I had to choose between...
This was the hardest category for me.
The thing is, like, I want to say two films. So...
You can't. You gotta pick one.
I know. I did pick one, and I'll give you my reason why, okay? So I chose Infinity War and Ready Player One. Now, Ready Player One, huge budget went to visual effects.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get everything. Like, everything was, like, CGI for the most part. Everything was CGI for the most part, so they had to get it right, and they had to make you feel like it was that. And in a sense, they do. In a sense, they made the visual effects make it feel like that you're in a video game world by using a lot of visual effects and also using dark spaces so they don't have to shine in on a whole lot of stuff. And then, of course, we have Avengers Infinity War, which is also a whole lot of CGI, but it's done very well and not as sporadic.
Yeah.
Because, like, with Ready Player One, you have a whole lot of people, and you have to, like, make sure that they mix well and you're not, making anything seem flat.
Mm-hmm.
And, and Ready Player One does that, but they also sacrifice some of the character texture for it.
Yeah, that was, I think that's why if I were to pick any of these, Ready Player One would not be in the top 3, only because I think there were times when it was too smooth.
Yeah.
Like, some things would look too smooth and, like, it wouldn't look realistic enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's what visual effects, that's what their goal is to make things look realistic and believable to the audience.
Yeah. But looking at Infinity War, I think of Thanos alone. And
that's fair.
Just how he looks. Like, it's Josh Brolin, as a big purple alien who can...
Grimace.
Yeah, big purple grimace. But for that, I gave that to Infinity War because I think it kind of got snubbed, in my opinion, as one of the films that I wanted to choose for Best Picture.
Well, hold on. I actually did pick one for visual effects, and it was First Man.
You chose First Man?
Yeah, because, they're going to space, and I think...
yeah.
Thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Gravity won it. I think.
Gravity.
I think it won Best Visual Effects.
Gravity won Best Visual Effects.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up just so.
Was it Gravity, or are you thinking of? Oh wow, what is the? Why was I trying to think Christian Bale? What am I trying to think? Christopher Nolan. What was that movie? Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. Like they both came out around the same time. I always confuse Gravity for Interstellar, but Interstellar is its own story. But I do appreciate space. I really like space because my favorite film of all time is The Martian. And just
yeah, Gravity did win Best Visual Effects, so that's why I think First Man's gonna win.
You think First Man's gonna win because of that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. If you're just going based off what past won.
Yeah, based on what won in the past, that's what I'm gonna go with.
That's fair. Okay.
But it was the reason why this category was so hard for me wasn't because of what's the Academy gonna pick.
Yeah.
It was only because like these were movies. Like I wanted to see Christopher Robin.
You went based off what the Academy was gonna pick. I just went off of what I hope would win rather than what the Academy.
Yeah, and
picked. What is the Academy like? Well, they might just pick this. I would be like, I want you to pick.
They're gonna
this.
pick artsy stuff.
They're gonna pick artsy stuff.
And
but whatever.
Original stuff.
Okay.
But
you chose Best Visual Effects for that.
First Man, it's either that or one of the other directors of the other ones paid more to win.
Pay to win.
Yeah.
A premium movie.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then let's get into Best Picture.
Best Picture.
So for Best Picture, we have Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. We have a huge list of 8 movies. What'd you pick?
I just want to start off by saying that this is insane that Best Picture has so many people to pick from.
It's insane that they chose so many people.
There's
and
so many.
I just can't believe that there's 8 of them.
I know. But I went with, of course, Roma.
I went with Bohemian Rhapsody.
It was either, I think, yeah, that would have been my second for sure. Bohemian Rhapsody.
I really, because just looking at Bohemian Rhapsody, they got a whole lot of things right about Queen, and just like the time frame that they were in.
More or less Freddie Mercury.
More or less Freddie Mercury, because it was a Freddie Mercury story,
Yeah.
more or less than it was Queen. And they did very well. They captured him very well. So I don't know. I gotta give it to that. My second, I don't know what my second would have been.
I think yours second would have been The Favorite.
The Favorite. I don't
Yeah.
know. It might have been Star is Born. Like, there's definitely a tie between second. Black Klansman was very good. The Favorite was very good. Black Panther. There's a lot of heat about Black Panther.
I don't know. I don't think it should be in Best Picture.
I don't think it's a good film. Don't get me wrong. Black Panther is good.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be Best Picture. It's not because the story isn't compelling. It's just that there was a lot that kind of lacked from it.
It was like, okay. So the reason why I don't think it should be is because the visuals for it, the effects, the CGI.
Oh my God, the visual effects.
It was not good.
They were terrible. I remember looking at a clip of like one of the fight scenes between Warmonger and Black Panther, and I was looking at this like, is this like test footage?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's the actual thing.
It's like what they did with it's like what they do for trailers where they make a mock of the visual effects or CGI and they have it for the trailer. Then as more trailers come out, it starts to look better, and then when the movie is out and you go see the movie, it looks way better than like the first trailer that you see.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Because I know that happened with Spider-Man: Homecoming. Like if you watch the first trailer, the CG in it of like his suit and everything doesn't look as good as it does in the final release of the movie.
And like someone could argue that visual effects don't necessarily mean that it's going to be a bad or bad picture for it. But like, no, like a main focus for your film was visual effects because that's mostly what your character is.
Yeah.
And if you skimp on one of these things that you're focusing a little bit more on, people are going to notice that a whole lot.
Well, no, they focused in Black Panther. I definitely feel like they focused more on story.
They did focus more on story, and they're like the fight scenes did mostly just seem like they were fighting, realistically. But like when it came to them fully suited fighting in that underground mine, it definitely looked horrible.
It was too smooth.
It was too smooth, and there was not a lot of texture to it.
Oh, but wait, the rhinos, the war rhinos.
Oh my god,
that was my least favorite.
Oh no,
it's like why? Like I get why you can't have a real rhino, all right, but why make them look that unbelievable?
And like I kind of understand why they picked Black Panther in a way, but I don't want to be fully like that's why they chose it. But I don't know, like you could have chose something else. I didn't want Ant-Man to be on that list because I don't think Ant-Man was really that deserving of any award. It was still very good. It was comedic, but like
I just think it's weird that there's a superhero film like a
superhero film is now like has a best picture.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like those are like they're good movies, but sometimes they just seem like cash grabs. I don't know. They're doing some type of construction now in the room next to us, and
oh god. Well, we're almost done.
Yeah.
But I apologize for that background noise. But for Black Panther, I don't know. They could have tried to choose a different film.
I think there are a lot.
I don't hate Black Panther still. It's still one of the it's the second. Like I have Infinity War, Black Panther, Ant-Man 2.
There are definitely better choices better original choices that could have gone into Best Picture.
And I mean, I'm glad, but we're looking at all this stuff. Like they're nominated, but it doesn't mean that they won't win. But if they do win, I would be very disappointed in a way.
Also, I'm sorry, I just cracked my knuckles and the mic might have picked it up. Well, I don't want people cringe at that sometimes.
That's
all right?
true. I apologize. That was my bad.
I'm sorry.
That's some bad ASMR. But no, okay. I chose Bohemian Rhapsody, and I hope that Bohemian Rhapsody wins because it's good. Like I wanted to see that film for a good while, and looking at it, it didn't ruin my expectations at all. Like it was a movie that I expected to see. It's like a.
But I think the out of left field winner is gonna be Green Book.
Yeah, Green Book. If Green Book actually wins, ooh.
Just because I don't think I picked anything that Green Book was nominated for to win its categories. Like I didn't pick it at all.
And you got a good cast in Green Book too. Like okay, like just like
who's in it?
Well, okay.
We can't just say it's got a good cast and then
no, it's not okay.
End on that.
Okay, well, okay. About the people that we have some pretty good actors. We have Viggo Mortensen. He was nominated for Best Actor or Lead Actor. And we have Linda Cardellini. You know of Linda Cardellini. She played Velma in the Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, it's not
and
like...
Mahershala Ali. He won, I think he won supporting for Moonlight.
He was also in, crap, what was it? Never mind. But he was in a lot of stuff. Because the stuff that I've seen at least. He was in The Hunger Games. He played Boggs. He was in House of Cards. Played Remy. Moonlight. He was also in Luke Cage. Hidden Figures. He was in Madden NFL 18. Spider-Man. He was Uncle Aaron.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was Uncle Aaron in Spider-Verse.
He voiced him.
Yeah, so you got some good people here. So
I definitely think that one's gonna win. Like I think that's gonna be the choice that you wouldn't expect to win, but it's gonna win.
Like not to look at Rotten Tomatoes because I always don't agree with Rotten Tomatoes. It's sitting at an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's a good film, but it's not the best that Rotten Tomatoes has seen. But again, it doesn't matter.
What is Rotten Tomatoes now?
I don't know. Rotten Tomatoes is just it's a way to judge. I mean, American Renegades on Rotten Tomatoes got 6%, and I don't even know what the hell that movie is. But Oh well, it exists. Oh, it's a Navy SEAL story. That's kind of sad. Probably because they didn't get it right. Oh well. But
Roma. Roma is my choice, only because it is out there for more people to see because it's on Netflix.
yeah,
So if you have a Netflix account, you can watch it.
if you have a Netflix account, you can watch Roma. You can even go on YouTube and watch the animated short film that we talked about before. But
It was good. I finished it. It was really
yeah,
good.
a lot of these are available to see. I wish is FOV available to.
It's not. It's gonna be at Sundance though.
It's going to be at Sundance. So eventually it's going to end up in the public eye of view at some point. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because I absolutely want to see that film again.
All right. Again.
Oh wait, what? Oh. Is this the entire thing?
Oh, we getting an update? News update.
Oh my god, it's actually. Oh, hey, the whole thing is available to view on Vimeo.
What? I just looked it
Yeah,
up.
if you
You're
look up FOV, right?
Yes.
If you look up FOV, you're able to watch it on video. It's by Jeremy Comte, and you can watch it.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's 16 minutes, or it's 16 minutes 30 seconds. It's again, you can go ahead and watch that on Vimeo right now.
All right, this has been your news update.
That has been there.
Breaking
it is.
news.
FOV is available to watch on Vimeo, and we realized that later on. And I'm pretty sure people who have known that before me while listening to this are probably like, "It's actually available on Vimeo. Why aren't you searching this up right now?" Shows what I know. And it's been on Vimeo since October.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so stupid. I apologize for that.
I'm not gonna lie. When I looked it up, I did see that it was on Vimeo, and I just didn't say anything.
Well, okay, we can watch it on Vimeo, and you can watch it on Vimeo too, and you can give your thoughts on that.
But is it about time to wrap up? Are we gonna wrap up?
Yeah,
here?
we should start probably wrapping up now.
Right.
So those were our picks for Oscar nominations, and they all necessarily have their own their pros and cons to them. We're not saying that any film on here sucks.
We're film students. What do we know?
We don't know anything about these films.
Not really film students, but
some of these we haven't seen. A good portion of these we haven't seen.
I haven't seen most of them.
Yeah, but those are just our choices. They don't, they may not win, and that's life. But that's just who we pick. But yeah, that was it for the second episode of the KSUIF podcast, and hopefully it was a whole lot better than the first one. Wouldn't you say? I think
it was. There was more structure here.
Yeah, there was definitely a whole lot more structure. Next
more
week,
organized.
Yeah. Next week is going to be a little bit different. We'll have one guest. Do we want to say the name of him? Because I know it's for sure.
Oh, it is for sure.
Yeah,
so
I just emailed him. So like. Yeah,
well, did he say yes?
He did say yes, and I told him where to meet.
Okay, well then, yeah. Zach Gozen, he is a friend of ours. He's written and directed a few things for the independent films group here, and he's gonna be on, and we're gonna have him talk about his stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna interview him about the stuff that he's doing this semester, and we'll probably get his thoughts on the Oscar nominations and who we think should win. Because I like to know what he would pick. Because
that's fair. We'll probably not go too much into all of them, like all the categories. We'll probably just hit the main ones, like lead actor, actress, best picture, visual effects. We won't go too deep.
And the main things. Okay. And yes, we will have our first guest on the podcast next week. If you do want to become a guest on the podcast, please go to kentstatefilms.com/the KSUIF podcast, and that is separated by dashes. And you can go down to the bottom of the page and you can click the podcast guest app. Make sure to fill out the form, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can, and we'll figure out when we can get you on here. But this has been a good second episode. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and hopefully on iTunes whatever you're listening to it on. Of course, you've already found it. Congratulations. And, we'll see you all next Monday at 12 a.m. Or 12 p.m., actually. I totally messed that up. Wow.
This is the second episode.
Listen, it's only the second episode. We're working out the kinks, all right?
We're going to get canceled after this.
We need to tell Anna that we're canceled.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for listening in on the second episode. I have been Matt, that has been Mike.
That's me. My name's Mike.
All right. Farewell.
Bye-bye.